Hey, welcome. I'm Justin, and today we're going to do a full walkthrough of the Zephyr from Air Care.
Whether you just got yours off the truck or you're still deciding if it's the right machine for your setup, either way, this video has you covered. We're gonna go through everything together, what's in the box, how the machine is put together, how to use it out on a job, and how to keep it running well over time.
Here's what you should find inside the box. You've got a dual-stage 15-gallon bag filter, which handles the first two stages of filtration all in one unit. There's also a third-stage polyester pre-filter and a fourth-stage true HEPA filter. For the hose, you've got a 1.5-inch by 25-foot vacuum hose, along with a hose adapter that fits 3-inch, 2-inch, and 1.5-inch connections. And you'll also find a drill-powered cable with an 18-inch brush, which is used for duct work.
If anything on that list is missing when you open the box, go ahead and reach out to Air Care directly before you start using the machine.
Let's take a quick walk around the machine so you've got a good feel for how it's built. The cabinet itself is made through a process called rotational molding, which is actually the same technique used to make things like heavy-duty tanks and kayaks. So it's built to take a beating on job sites, which is exactly what you need when you're loading and unloading it day after day.
The whole unit weighs in at 61 pounds without the hose attached, which means one person can handle it without needing a hand.
Moving it around is easy. You've got 12-inch rear wheels and locking front swivel casters, so you can roll it right into position and lock it down so it stays put while you're working. On the front of the machine, you'll see the filter access door. We'll get into that in more detail when we cover the filtration system. Around the back, on the lower part of the unit, that's where your controls are. And honestly, there's not much to it. You've got one switch, on and off, and that's your entire control panel. For power, the Zephyr runs on standard 110-volt AC and draws 13 amps. There's also a 220-volt version available if you need it.
One thing worth knowing before your first job, the power cord is not included with the machine, so make sure you've got a good quality 12-gauge extension cord ready to go.
Before we get into how to use the machine, let's go over a few safety basics that are worth keeping in mind. Anytime you need to open the filter door or handle the filters, power the machine off and unplug it first.
That's not a sometimes thing, that's every single time without exception. Also, before you plug in and get started each day, take a quick look at the power plug and make sure the ground pin is still intact. And one more thing, other than swapping out the filters, there are no parts inside the Zephyr that you should be getting into yourself. If something seems off with the machine and it's not a filter issue, that's a conversation to have with Air Care.
The Zephyr runs a 4-stage filtration system, so let's walk through what each stage is doing. Stages 1 and 2 are both handled by a single dual-layer bag filter that holds up to 15 gallons. The way it works is that the heavier debris drops down into the bottom layer while the lighter particles get caught up in the top layer. So you've basically got two filtration jobs happening inside one bag. Stage 3 is a polyester pre-filter that sits further up in the housing and catches the finer material that made it through the bag. Stage 4 is a true HEPA filter, rated at 99.97% efficiency down to 0.3 microns. That's where the really fine stuff gets captured, the particles you can't see but definitely don't want getting back into the air.
So all 4 stages work together in sequence, taking debris from large chunks all the way down to microscopic particles.
When it comes to maintenance, filter changes are really the main thing you'll be doing on a regular basis, and it's a pretty simple process. First things first, power off and unplug before you touch anything. Then open the front door. The bag filter is mounted right on the inside of that door on a 3-inch tube, so it's easy to get to. Just pull it off and dispose of it, following your local regulations. While you've got that door open, take a look up at the top of the housing where the 3rd stage pre-filter sits. If it's got noticeable buildup on it, it's a good idea to swap that out while you're already in there. For the HEPA filter, you'll lift the front edge up slightly, loosen the 2 screws, and pull it straight out. You don't need any tools for that. Once it's out, give it a look. If it's clogged or showing any damage, it needs to be replaced, not cleaned.
HEPA filters can't be washed or blown out and put back in. Once they're done, they're done.
When you're putting the new one in, slide it in with the flow arrow pointing down, then tighten up the screws. Reinstall the pre-filter and bag filter and close the door, plug back in, and you're ready to go.
One quick troubleshooting tip, if you notice the suction feels weak out on a job, The filters are almost always the first place to check.
A full bag or a clogged pre-filter is the most common reason for that.
All right, now let's talk about actually using the Zephyr out on a job. The Zephyr works as a contact cleaning machine, which means it's not just relying on suction to get the job done.
What you're doing is using a drill-powered brush to physically work through the debris inside the duct and break it loose, and then the Zephyr's vacuum is pulling all of that out. Two things to take care of before you start any job. First, shut down the air system. You don't want to be running the Zephyr while the HVAC is operating, so turn that off before you do anything else. Second, protect the space. Lay down sheets or drop cloths over any furniture near where you're working, and move anything fragile out of the area. Once that's handled, pull all the vent covers off. Take them outside and clean them with dynamite degreaser, rinse them off, and set them aside to dry.
You'll put them back on after you finish the ducts. Here's how the cleaning process works. With the vent cover off, start by inserting the drill-powered cable and brush into the duct first, before anything else goes in. Get it in there with the drill off. Then, insert the vacuum hose behind it and power on the Zephyr. Once the Zephyr is running, start the drill and begin working the brush and hose into the duct together, keeping the brush out ahead of the hose as you go. Use a back and forth motion as you work your way deeper into the duct. This gives the brush time to break up and loosen the debris so the vacuum can pull it out cleanly. If you hit resistance at any point, don't force it. Pull back, flip the drill into reverse, and try again. If it resists the second time, pull back once more and give it another go. Once you've worked the full length of the duct, pull everything back out slowly with the brush still running and the vacuum on the whole time. Before the brush comes out of the duct, turn off the drill. You want it fully stopped before it exits. After the cleaning is done, you can fog the duct with a disinfectant like Envirocon, and then follow up with odor kill if you want to leave things smelling fresh. Once you've finished all the ducts and got the vent covers back on with a fresh filter in place, don't pack up just yet.
Turn the air system back on and let it run for a bit. Walk around and check the airflow at several vents, listen for anything that sounds off, and just make sure everything is behaving normally before you head out.
That's your final check before you leave the job. Make it a habit.
Before we wrap up, I want to mention one more thing. It's not required, but once you've got the Zephyr on your truck, and a lot of contractors find it becomes a pretty natural add-on service.
AirCare makes a dryer duct cleaning kit that's designed to work right alongside this machine. Worth keeping in mind that clogged dryer ducts are actually the leading cause of home fires, so it's a service that genuinely matters to homeowners.
Let's take a quick look at what the kit includes.
First is a 3-inch vacuum hose that connects directly to the Zephyr and fits into a standard 4-inch dryer exhaust duct. There's also a Y adapter, which lets you run both the vacuum hose and the cleaning cable from the same end of the duct. That's really useful on jobs where you can only get to one side. You get an exhaust vent clip to hold the outside vent flap open while you're working, a 4-inch brush for the drill-powered cable, and a nest claw, which is designed to pull out stubborn lint clogs that the brush alone can't break through.
One important note on the nest claw, it's an aggressive tool, so only use it on rigid duct. Do not use it on flexible duct.
Dryer vent cleaning with the Zephyr is one of those services that's quick to do and easy to add on to a duct cleaning visit.
Since the Zephyr is already there, it really doesn't take much extra time, and it's something customers genuinely appreciate having done. The kit is sold separately at aircare.com. The dryer vent cleaning kit's product number is SAO0365.
And that covers it. You've now got a solid understanding of the Zephyr from unboxing all the way through cleaning ducts and keeping the machine in good shape.
If you want to go deeper on anything, the full user manual is at guides.aircare.com. Specs, detailed procedures, maintenance schedules, it's all in there.
And if you've got questions, the AirCare team is easy to reach. Give them a call at 702-454-5515 or shoot an email over to cs@air-care.com. Good luck out there and happy cleaning.